Welcome to the pregame show brought to you by Recruitlings. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the defenseman coach for Benet Academy, Drew Tierney, as Benet is about to take on Brother Rice. It's a battle of unbeatens. Benet's 11-0, Brother Rice is 7-0. Drew, 2 unbeaten teams in the CCHL. It doesn't get much better than this.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. They've got a lot of high firepower up front, so we're looking forward to the defensive battle in front of our zone and getting that puck out as quickly as possible.
James Esposito has been fabulous in his first 7 games of CCHL action. 12 games, 12 goals in those 7 games. What's it going to take to slow him down a little bit?
Yeah, I think we're going to use the body a little bit more than he's maybe used to. We're going to try to get that puck away from his stick and get it out of our zone as quickly as possible.
You know, we've covered your team on Thursday and Saturday, 2 wins, but let's talk a little bit about the O'Grady Cup. 3 wins, all in pool play, and that tough loss to New Trier, 3-2.
Yeah, a lot to build off of that weekend, and everything went really well. Played New Trier Green, very tough to beat them every time you get a chance to beat them. Beating Loyola Gold and Carmel, 2 SHL teams, we're carrying a lot of momentum away from last weekend.
Your defensemen have been fabulous. The goalies have been great with Christensen with the shutout yesterday, and of course Koehn only giving up 1 goal on Thursday. But your defensemen are also blocking shots. What have you worked on in practice so they're not afraid to get in front of those pucks?
Well, they're wearing a lot of equipment, so blocking shots shouldn't hurt them all that much. But yeah, we're just trying to get in the passing zones and in their shots as much as possible and really get that puck and get out of the zone.
Final thoughts about today's game. Winner remains unbeaten. Loser, it's their first loss of the CCHL season.
Yeah, this is why we play in the Catholic League. It means a lot to them. It means a lot to us as well, too. So it's going to be a good battle, and looking forward to it.
Drew, good luck.
Thank you.
That's the pregame interview and the pregame show coming up next.
Alex Dentice, Jr., winger, class of 2026.
Alex Karras, Jr., defenseman, class of 2026.
Ava Christensen, Senior, goalie, class of 2025.
Ben Ciesla, Senior, goalie, class of 2025.
Cade Rosenthal, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Carson Stone, Junior, winger, class of 2026.
Danny Quinlan, Senior, winger, class of 2025.
Davin Frasco, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Evan Petratos, Senior, winger, class of 2025.
Hudson Hollweck, Senior, center, class of 2025.
Hudson Schlie, Senior, center, class of 2025.
Jimmy Cannon, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Joe Ihde, Junior, center, class of 2026.
Joel Koehn, sophomore, goalie, class of 2027.
Luca DiCosola, Senior, center, class of 2025. Luke Alpeter, Junior, winger, class of 2026.
Michael O'Rourke, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Nico DiCosola, sophomore, defense, class of 2027.
Nikolas Hensel, Junior, winger, class of 2026.
Owen Ryle, freshman, winger, class of 2028.
Tommy Dusek, senior, winger, class of 2025.
Tommy Rogowski, sophomore, defense, class of 2027.
Vinny Poro, senior, winger, class of 2025.
Coach Andrew Schlie, 15th season at Benet, 1990 St. Rita graduate.
Coach Drew Tierney, Benet 2003 grad, 17th year coaching for Benet Academy.
Michael Frada, this is my rookie year coaching, and I am a former alum under Andrew Schlie at AWF Renegades.
Ross McKay, goalie coach with the Benet Red Wings for over 10 years.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kit that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
How's it going, everybody? Kyle Smith alongside Andy Diedrich. We have a treat for you, folks. Both teams undefeated in the CCHL. Benet 11-0. Brother Rice hasn't played as many games, so they're only 7-0. But I say only because they score a lot of goals. Now, the strength of schedule hasn't been there for Brother Rice, but you can't help who's on your schedule. And when they played the teams on their schedule, they've absolutely dominated them.
Good point, Kyle. Yeah, and I think regardless of who you're playing in the CCHL, it's still tough hockey. They've only played 7 games, yet their goal differential is plus 52.
Yeah.
Just astounding stuff, and they're going against the powerhouse in Benet Academy today. Like you said, we're all here for a treat right now.
Yeah, I think Benet can still win this one, especially the goaltending we've seen. We didn't ask Drew who the netminder is. He might not even know. It might be a game-time decision. It's most likely going to be Ben Ciesla. He's all rested up. Didn't play on Thursday or Saturday, everybody. But even if it's Joel Koehn or Ava Christensen, they have stepped up to the table in a big way the previous 2 games.
Bennett's had quite the weekend, yeah, going 2-0 against those Minnesota teams that made the trip down. They saw some different action they haven't seen before. Came out victorious in both. Pretty astounding wins, too. They didn't really leave any doubt on the table. So can they kind of capitalize off of that momentum and come out here and make another statement win in the CCHL to go to 12-0, which is just unbelievable that we're going to get an undefeated matchup on both sides today.
Yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal. For them to win, they got to find a way to slow down this Brother Rice offense. Andrew, they got 3 players with at least 9 goals, including James Esposito. By the way, they've only played 7 games. He has 12 goals. That's almost 2 goals a game.
That's impressive for 12 goals in the season is impressive enough, but only for this early in the season. I mean, come on, it's going to be something like that. It's unbelievable. We have a fan out there that's agreeing with us right now. Yeah. But that's a good point. You bring that up, though. 3 of the top 3 point getters in the CCHL will all be on the ice today. Hudson Schlie of Benet Academy, Esposito for Brother Rice, and then there's a third Brother Rice skater.
Probably Wilsack.
That sounds about right.
9 goals, 10 assists for him. He's been fabulous as well.
I mean, it's just so many great skaters and goalies we're going to see out today. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I think that's the beauty of it, Kyle.
I think Bennett's going to win 4-3. What do you think?
I'm gonna do something rare. I'm gonna agree with you. I think I like 4-3. I want to see both teams kind of get out to a fast start. I do think Benet, just because of how much hockey they played this weekend, might come out a little fatigued, but they always have such a strong second and third period. So I do think they come out victorious in this one.
All right, we'll find out who wins after this. You're watching the Recruitlings pregame show here on the Recruitlings YouTube channel.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
I knew the minute I walked in the door I wanted to be a Red Wing. I could just feel it.
Get involved at Benet. Whether it's sports, clubs, academic teams, or campus ministry, there's something for everyone.
And you don't have to choose just one. Coaches and teachers are great about working with you if you want to do multiple things.
you do, academics, athletics, and service.
It's nice to be around other kids who are as driven to succeed.
Red Wing.
Live from Seven Bridges Ice Arena in Woodridge, Illinois, it's Benet Red Wings Hockey versus Brother Rice. Live stream brought to you by Recruitlings. Here we go!
How's it going, everybody? I'm Kyle Smith along with Andy Diedrich. It is a great day weather-wise. It's over 50 degrees. Andy, we should be outside playing hockey, but we're inside for today's matchup. Both teams undefeated. Benet 11-0. Brother Rice with the smaller sample size. Still an impressive sample size nonetheless. They're 7-0. 5 of their 7 wins, Andy. 9 goals or more scored.
They're really trying to make a statement early in this CCHL season. Like you said, not the biggest sample size, only 7 games. But when you win those 7 games so convincingly that you have a plus 52 goal differential, hard to complain about anything there.
Defense has been fabulous as well, Andrew. You look at both netminders. DiCosola, in 4 games started, he's got a goals against average under 1, save percentage at almost 92. Davin Stillo, goals against average a little bit higher at 1.18, and the save percentage almost at 93. So when you have 2 goalies that both have a GAA under 2, you're going to win a lot of hockey games, and Brother Rice hasn't lost one yet.
Those impressive stats are definitely going to be put to the test today. I mean, I think we are as qualified as ever to tell you how good and potent this Benet offense truly is. So whoever is going to be in the net for Brother Rice is going to have their hands full. But you could say the same on in terms of Benet. It appears that we're going to have Ben Ciesla in the goal, but Brother Rice has just as strong of an offense. So I think it's going to kind of be immovable object versus unstoppable force type of thing here today.
If there's a chink in the armor, if there's a weakness, so to speak, of the Crusaders, they're not fabulous on the power play. They've given up 3 shorthanded goals. So for Benet, if you're in the penalty box, hopefully they're not, hopefully they learned from yesterday morning, but if they're in the penalty box, you can be aggressive on this Brother Rice team. They've given up 3 shorthanded goals.
It's a good point in bringing that up, Kyle, because as we said time and time again, Benet is just unbelievable on the power play, shorthanded, even strength, whatever it is. I believe they still lead the CCHL in shorthanded goals. They definitely did last year, and we've seen a lot more of the same this season.
So our predictions were both a 4-3 victory, as you can see Brother Rice on your screen. And here's Benet. Well, they were there, and now they're back. But here's Brother Rice. Brother Rice in the maroon, orange, and white. White their main color. Benet in the red, black, and white. Red being their main color. This could be a lot of different hockey games. You know, we talked about the goal scoring, Wilczek, and Gaskin, and Esposito with 9 goals or more. Esposito leading the team with 12. Obviously, Hudson, Schlie, 9 goals, 14 assists. But this could be a 1-0 game. Both netminders are great as well.
It does kind of seem that it might be one of those hockey games. No one really breaks through for a while. Shots go on goal, but a puck doesn't get put in the net until the second period, and that's when it starts to kind of unravel. Maybe you get a multi-goal second and third period, even though it starts out scoreless for a little bit.
We'll show you picture-in-picture every now and then. If you missed any of the action, just go on YouTube at the rewind button, fast forward, or pause. You can also rewatch plays in 0.25, 0.5, 0.75 speed. Click on the top right or the bottom right of your tablet, phone, or laptop, and you can watch it at whatever speed you'd like. You can also do 2x speed, which is sometimes fun.
If they have only a little time to watch this game, throw it on 2x speed. I think both teams have very fast skaters. They're going to look inhumanly fast at the 2x speed.
And then the play-by-play and color commentators sometimes sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. But, well, here we go. Starting netminder for Brother Rice will be 33, Devin Stillo. We saw him last year, partner. It was a 3-1 win for Benet. Stillo was fabulous in that game. If Brother Rice is going to remain undefeated, they're going to have him be great as well. But here we go. Brother Rice in the white, Benet in the red. It's won by the white. Face-off won by Edison, and here we go. Play starts here at beautiful Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Karras falls down, and it'll be Edison as he falls down as well. Clean hit by Karras. Now back over to the point. Benet able to break it out quickly. Sliding past the stick. The assistant captain in Quinlan after who had 2 goals yesterday. Played well off the puck by Huber, and then over off the boards. Right on target to Edison. Edison trying to be taken off the puck. Battles through that check, and then still deep in the Benet end. Over to the point. Snapshot wide. It was off the stick that time of Huber, then over to the corner. Played right now by Cannon, and Dusek looking to break it out. Saucer pass, flips that puck in the air, back over the blue line. Here come the Crusaders on their forecheck. Wrist shot, very wide, off the glass, and then a friendly carom for the Crusaders. Back over to Benet. Nice pass, 1-on-3 the other way. Dusek just dumps it into the zone. Dump and chase, goes after it himself. Out to the corner, Esposito playing it over to the point, and then Rosenthal right off the glass. Past Esposito's stick, then over to Huber as he sends it off the boards. Over to the blue line on the pitch, shot goes wide, and then back over to the hash mark. Gaskin able to get it out. This is the line we were talking about, Andy, that creates a lot of trouble for the opposition. Gaskin, Wilczek, and Esposito.
Kind of a 3-headed monster right there. Bennett's going to have their hands full. Been able to contain it for now, but again, we're only a minute and a half into this one.
Break for Benet, icing called against Brother Rice. This is pretty much what we expected. Going back and forth, high-flying hockey action, a lot of speed. Brother Rice has some good size as well.
The team that wins this game is going to be the one that shows the most resilience. I think both teams know how solid of squads they both possess. It's going to be who can roll with the punches and come out victorious.
Backward skating, still no shots on goal for either team. Off the stick of Schlie. He's had a quiet Thursday and Saturday of hockey action. Let's see how he recovers and regroups today. Off the glass, his teammates have been there for him. He was struggling on the faceoffs yesterday with Hudson. Now Hudson into the zone. And we talk a lot about Hudson Schlie, but they have a couple of goal scorers with more than 5 in the CCHL, including Gianluca DiCosola with 8 goals.
The one thing I want to say about these CCHL matchups, every single time, the uniform combinations are sharp. These are 2 good-looking teams out here, my friend.
Sure are, and I apologize. Owen Ryle with 8 goals, DiCosola with 7. Face-off 1, shot! It's a goal! Carson Stone goes top shelf. Benet, for the 3rd time in the 3rd consecutive game, takes the first lead of the game.
They like playing from in front, and that's exactly what they're going to do today. Brother Rice iced the puck twice. You keep giving Benet faceoffs right in front of the net, it's going to break through eventually. This time it happens really early on in this one. A tremendous start for the Red Wings in front of their home crowd.
That's one way to start, partner. 17-minute periods. Only 2:04 into the game. 1-0 Red Wings. And according to the Jumbotron guy, that was the first shot on goal for either team. Out behind the net, Benet. They are just pretty much unstoppable at home. And offside was Owen Ryle, the freshman phenom. As he's tired, he'll go to the bench for a line change. Danny Quinlan with a face-off win. Hudson Hollweck, a face-off win and a face-off loss.
Danny Quinlan's having a weekend right now, Kyle, and if he plays remotely like he did yesterday, what he's been able to do on both sides of the ice, Bennett's going to continue to push their lead up even more.
Icing called against Benet.
This is a different dynamic to the 2 games that Benet has played this weekend against those Minnesota teams. Those kind of were just kind of continuous action for most of the first period. Right now, get a little stop and go. I think both teams know how good the other's offense is, so they're content with icing it if that needs to be the case. That puck flies out and almost hits the fan.
Sure did. How does Brother Rice regroup? You know, we talked about the strength of schedule for the Crusaders, a little bit iffy. Their biggest test of the season thus far in conference play, and right now they're trailing by a goal. On the road, it's not an easy drive for Brother Rice to Benet Academy. How do they regroup? Long way from home. Not a lot of home fans. Not a lot of fans for them in general here today. Face-off won by the Red Wings, and then sent over to Poro, past his stick, and then back into the zone by Hall. Over to the boards. On the forecheck was Mackey. And Bennett's struggling a little bit with that right now, Andy. Another icing. That's 3 icings in this period thus far.
Just can't seem to find the rhythm that they have defensively sometimes. They put so much pressure on and can easily get it out and control at the point of attack as much as they want. Can't do that right now because Brother Rice is so special on offense. I mean, if the puck doesn't go in the net, that's great, but I don't know if this is the type of hockey you want to be playing all day today.
Yeah, hard to win games when you're always in your end. Past the stick. We'll try it again. I think they're being a little too aggressive. That was a 2-line pass to Quinlan. Past his stick. Icing called against the Red Wings. Another face-off. Not only is it deep in Bennett's end, but Brother Rice is able to put on new skaters via the line change and try to get one in the goal. As that face-off won by the Crusaders on the face-off was 87 and over behind the net. Over to the corner, now in the slot. After it was Edison off the boards, and Huber able to bounce it off the boards to the blue line. Ryle to Dusek, flips it into the zone. As it finds its way to the corner, retrieved at the hash mark. Quinlan on it, now back to the point. And maybe a dangerous pinch, as right there was Weirs, but luckily it did not go the other way for an odd man rush. Mackey, slow-moving puck. Fights his way off that check, did Edison. Off the boards. Brother Rice, no-look pass, was off the stick of Huber, now on the blue line. As DiCosola will have to retreat. Off the boards, dangerous pass, one-on-one the other way. Gets past the D, wraparound try. Stillo with a nice save. DiCosola on the shot. Dangerous hockey. And Brother Rice almost was trailing 2-0 with that careless pass.
Man in the net, definitely saved Brother Rice from disaster right there. And I like Luca DiCosola's aggression to just try and get a wraparound immediately in there. Maybe could have pulled that out, been a little more patient, waited for some other skaters. But when you have a chance when it's just you and the goalie, I feel like you have to take that opportunity.
Yeah. Something that 18 has to realize, though, when it's a wraparound, it's advantage goalie. You got to be a really special player like Patrick Kane to get those wraparound goals. Or you could get the old Michigan goal. As I went off the skate. Went up the skate of Huber over to the corner. Hollweck, his pass over to Hensel. Now at the hash mark. It's played right now by Gaskin. He's taken off the puck by Hensel. Pinched by Rogowski. That shot blocked. Off Ihde's stick. Ihde trying to get a shot on net. Can't. Gaskin with a nice move. And here comes Gaskin. Gaskin with some handles. Now past the blue line, trying to get into the zone. And he's taking off the puck well. He took a shot by Rogowski. Falling to the ice. Did he lead with the stick? The linesman says play on. That's something Benet has to be aware of. They have been called for trippings this year. Over to the blue line. Backhanded off the boards. And over to the blue line. Here comes Benet with a nice move. And Ihde with a nice move. Shot wide. Up behind the net. Schlie backhanded off the boards. And Ryle has to get back into the neutral zone. Ihde. No-look pass off the boards. Ryle chases. And then sending it up. That time was Fransky. As in front. No one home to get it. Ciesla's been pretty quiet thus far. Flung up in the air. Now over to neutral ice. Off the boards. Trying to get it on target to McGuffage, and then over to the boards. Backhanding it in. Accepted at the corner. Acquired at the other corner. Backhanded over, now on the forehand. Here comes Benet with 3 back checkers. Shot! He scores! Carson Stone! Second goal of the game! He's lethal with that snapshot.
Lightning quick from Stone. Despite his name, he does not move like a rock. That was sharp indeed. Brother Rice has dug himself into quite the hole. You can see some of the skaters of Brother Rice going over to maybe kind of pick the goalie up there. Don't want the head in the... Got to keep your head up in a time like this. And I want to take another look at this goal. I feel like it happened so fast, I almost didn't even realize Benet had another one in the net.
It was so strange because it was 3 back checkers. You think that Stone's just going to dump and Stillo's going to make the save, but here you go. You watch it on replay. Stone shot, and Stillo just didn't see it. You see him put his blocker and his glove on his head, and Stillo's day might be over soon. They might have to get Deep Pascal ready to go after the first period.
That was a good point. You brought up in the pregame that they have 2 phenomenal goalies, and the fact that you have such a deep room allows you to make such an adjustment. So I wonder if we'll see Brother Rice get a goalie change at the end of the first period.
You know, the Jumbotron guy has 2 shots on goal, and I'm pretty sure he's correct with that. We haven't seen a lot of shots. That means Stillo is having a game to forget. He's 0 for 2. The worst game you can have as a goalie. Pretty easy day for Ciesla. He has a shutout, but he's only 1 for 1. Now he's 2 for 2.
He must have heard you. He was like, okay, well, I got to get my statistics up now.
I want that new contract.
They got NIL in high school now.
Blue line. Nice pass, but it was just past the stick of the intended target. Esposito covered up. 10-10 to go. Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich. If you're just joining us, one man has both the goals, and his name is Carson Stone.
Assisted by Hollweck in the first one and Hudson Schlie on the second one. We said Schlie was quiet this weekend, but as the reigning CCHL MVP and the leading point getter of the league, he was due for a big day, and it looks like he is helping his teammate Carson Stone do just that.
Well, we were wondering how Brother Rice would play today. Their biggest test since Friday night when they played Fenwick. Nothing against Fenwick, but Brother Rice just a little bit better than the Friars, and it shows today. Now on the forecheck pressure. Tough angle shot, trying to get a rebound. Loose puck and scatters over to the corner. Original shot was off Wilczek's stick, and then out of play at the Benet end, into the bench.
That was Ciesla's first real test. The scoreboard says that he's now seen only 3 shots. That was the first one that I think really had a chance for Brother Rice to maybe capitalize there. Benet defense holds strong, as they have all weekend.
Well, Brother Rice out shooting him, 3-2. Face off, nice Win. Won by Edison. Loose puck, shot wide. As shot went off Weir's stick. Up behind the net. Takes his time. Spinorama, Hollweck, steals. Brother Rice out shooting him by 2, but trailing by 2. Blue line now, Hollweck, he's got a wide open man! Dusek with a breakaway, and he falls to the ice. Dusek not happy, he thought he was hooked from behind. I think he just started to fall down. And a break for Stillo and this Brother Rice team. They could have been down 3-0 if that puck was a little bit closer to Dusek's stick.
That's what Dusek's best at. He did it a couple times this weekend. Just kind of slips in those spots that you don't always see him. And he's so quick in getting down and getting to his spot and try to put a puck in the net. Had to fall there, but still, I mean, this Benet team could just really get an offensive opportunity cooked up in a flash.
We have one of those interesting games we saw yesterday where Benet only scored 2 goals. That puck wide, out of the blue line. Another block shot and a beauty by Hollweck. Yesterday, Quinlan got 2 goals and they won 2-0. Will Carson Stone get 2 goals and will they win 2-0?
A win's a win. However you get it, if it's going to be someone that does all the goal scoring, I believe it's fine by this coaching staff.
Especially when you're playing maybe arguably the second best team in the CCHL.
There's a lot of folks that aren't even fans of either of these teams that are tuning in for this. This is a big matchup, and it's definitely going to send some shockwaves throughout the rest of the Chicago Catholic Hockey League.
And look, if this score continues, Devin Stello is not a bad goal. He's just having a bad day. It happens, man.
Sometimes it's not your day. He's still going to be someone that's going to contribute for this Brother Rice team down the line. His stats speak for himself. Today, just maybe not getting it done right now. Maybe his defense picks him up a little bit, and we will see him the rest of the game.
Here's the thing, too. Even if Stillo was fabulous, you can't win a hockey game when your offense doesn't score a shot. Easy save by Ciesla. And is able to cover it up. Has some after-curricular activity after the puck was frozen.
Not even sure what happened. Did get some pushing and shoving? Anything crazy? And Ciesla looks
just
like
being hockey players.
Yep.
Part of the game. You try your hardest to get that puck out. That's why the ref blows the whistle so fast. And then there are times when the goalie looks like he was going to freeze it, and then it finds its way out of his glove, and then the fans are like, "Oh, why did you blow the whistle so fast?" Well, when you don't, that's what happens. People keep pushing at that puck with the stick, trying to poke it out. And then injuries happen. See what Brother Rice can do off this line change. Another win. Pretty good on the faceoffs. That time it was won by 71. And over to the blue line. Sent into the zone. As there right now is Esposito. And then Schlie steals. Backhanded. Couldn't glove it. The attempted glove. The time was by Zafransky. Esposito swings and miss. No look backhander to Schlie. Here comes Esposito. Past the blue line. Out in front as he was trying to feed it to Gaskin. Gaskin over the corner, taken off the puck by Rosenthal. And now here come the Red Wings. Saucer pass. He's got to step on the D. Wide open man. Oh, poke shot. Save. Stillo covers it up. Last touch by Schlie. As excellent play by Hensel. Ihde and Schlie, and they almost score in the slot.
That's exactly why it can be so tough to stop this Red Wing offense at times. It's just, they just keep hitting you right in the face. You have one shot opportunity, you block it, cool. There's going to be somebody there to pick up that rebound and do something with it. Did not spell doom for Brother Rice there, but they got to be careful and get some defenders back there to help out their guy in the net.
They sure do. It was a nice setup by the Red Wings. And the way Ciesla's playing, one more goal by Benet should about do it. It's going to be tough sledding for Brother Rice. They'd like to score before the period ends. Stick handles off the boards. Now over to the corner, Rogowski. Stolen away by Benet. Back into the zone. It was a backhanded shot attempt by Beck. Another icing. It's the one thing that Benet has struggled with today. They're a little bit off kilter with these passes.
The fact that their icing usually isn't an issue for them, I think this is a Benet team that's phenomenal on faceoffs. They have a couple guys that are really prolific in just winning and gaining more possessions for them. Today, though, I mean, technically Brother Rice is out-shooting them. They just don't have one in the net. So if Benet can win these faceoffs, though, maybe it won't be much of a problem.
That time won by the Crusaders. He scores! The shot was by Hall. Soft goal, and the Crusaders are back in the game. You know, Andy, we wonder how important really is it when it comes to winning faceoffs. That answered your question. It's really important.
I did say maybe it won't be a big issue for Benet if they're able to win these faceoffs and steal those possessions back. But Brother Rice now has more than just some signs of life. I think they have picked up their goalie. Seems like his head's back in the game. And, I mean, it doesn't matter how it goes in, even if it's kind of a dinky little goal like that. It's still a puck in the net. It's a 2-1 game.
So now Brother Rice out shooting them, and they're only trailing by 1 goal. Yeah, that's just on Ciesla. It was not a good shot by Hall. I don't even think he was trying to shoot it. It was like a little pass and falling to the ice, looking for the trip. But Beck will not be bailed out by the ref for a tripping call.
Looking back at that play, it looks like he kind of just threw the puck towards the net, maybe hoping someone would get a redirect or somebody else would get their stick on it, and then the puck just ended up in the back of the net, and that was that.
Yeah, I think that's what Ciesla was ready for too, and then nobody got to it. He was waiting for a redirection, never happened, and the puck just found its way to the net on its trajectory, and they scored. And Ciesla covers it up. Well, he's being pestered a lot more than Christensen was yesterday. What a break for Brother Rice. It's just such a different game going into the start of the second period down 2-0 over it being a 2-1 game, and they have a face-off. They could win this one and tie it up.
Coming on the road in a key matchup like this, regardless of the records and everything, it's just a league rival. Anytime you get a multi-goal deficit on the road, it just, mentally, it's just so taxing on you. For them to at least get back into this one, at least for the next 5.5 minutes, and to get to the intermission is huge.
Back into the zone. Quinlan after it. He's open. Here comes Esposito. And that nice poke check away. Ciesla trying to cover it up. Some pushing and shoving. James Esposito. You might want to cover that guy, partner. He's got 12 goals on the season coming into this one.
Dangerous is an understatement when talking about Esposito and the whole Brother Rice offense in general. And that was a good job by Bennett's defense, not at first, but in getting back and helping out Ciesla there, because I'm not sure which skater it was for Brother Rice. They had an opportunity on the left side of that net because Ciesla got pulled out to cover Esposito's attempt. So good job holding firm for Benet, but they got to get this face off and get that puck out of there.
Sure do. Don't know what happened there, but Esposito was wide open. Here we go. Nice poke check from behind. As Ihde tried to get the shot on net, but Huber able to poke it from behind. And the guy you're wondering about was Garrett Boyer, who was trying to shoot that one in. After Esposito had the breakaway, the original shot, then he tried to tap it for a rebound, then Boyer was there. Back and forth we go. It's the fastest game on ice for a reason. You can't turn your head away, especially with these two teams. And Benet having to regroup. And for Benet, they have to not think about what the score used to be. They have to remember what the score is right now. They're only up by a goal, and they're being outshot by 6. Kind of similar to what we saw on Thursday. They did enough to win, but they're not doing a lot to win today.
They still ended up winning that one by multi-goals too. Hopefully they can do the same today.
Hand up, it's going to be a penalty against the Red Wings. Esposito and company are going to have a power play. Still is just a little bit off right now. He saw the hand up, but didn't go to the bench right away for the extra man.
This could be a key point where the tides turn a little bit. I mean, Brother Rice already did put one in to show some signs of life there. But if they can capitalize on this power play, which I believe they're going to be on, did we see someone go to the box there? We did. There we go. This is big right now, Kyle.
Yep, so it's going to be 48 DiCosola in the box. Right now, one-timer. Loose puck in the slot. Esposito was there trying to get the rebound goal. Benet just hanging on by their chin right now. They're being outshot by 8, and it's going to be worse in the next couple of minutes as the power play remains for another minute and 43 seconds.
Everything's coming up, Crusaders. If Benet can weather the storm of this power play, kill it, and get to the first intermission, I think they're in good hands, but they have a tall task ahead of them for the next couple minutes.
Not just Esposito. Wilsack and Gaskin, they can all score. The You're wondering if the Crusaders could step up to the task. They've done it in a big way. Now, can they finish the job by scoring on this power play?
This is how they got their last goal, was a face-off right in Benet's zone. They can just get it in the slot and put a shot on goal. Who knows what's going to happen? It wasn't really even supposed to be a goal last time.
And still decides to get out of his own net to play that. As nice forecheck pressure by Benet. They play a little monkey in the middle, then eventually stolen away by the Crusaders. Here comes Wilczek. He's past the center line. DiCosola to defend him. Try to get it to the trailer and Mackey, and now having to regroup is the Crusaders. They got 1:05 remaining on their power play. Not exactly going the way the Red Wings wanted. They're being outshot by 10, but they lead by a goal. Esposito will play it himself. Rosenthal trying to take him off the puck. Couldn't feed it to the point, and the point man and Mackey will have to cheat up on the pinch. Off the boards, and the assistant captain in DiCosola goes to the bench. Gaskin past the blue line, now past the center line. He'll dump it in. Retrieved at the corner. O'Rourke slaps it off the boards. Bad break for the Red Wings. And here goes Ihde! Oh, hits a divot on the ice. Ihde. Wide open in front, he shoots! Off the padding of Stillo. And short-handed for another 20 seconds, but don't tell the Red Wings that. They got a chance here. Ihde. Loose puck in front. And Brother Rice hangs on even though they were up by a man. Something they got to work on in practice, partner. They almost gave up their 4th shorthanded goal.
It's starting to be an issue if it's going to be that many, and Benet is so good on the shorthanded opportunity. Maybe it wasn't the best angle that Ihde had to kick off the action there, but still, I mean, for Benet to be able to possess the puck like they did there is just a great sign for their offense going forward, seeing that they were down a man.
1:54 to go in the period. Benet struck first with 2 goals. Block shot, it was off the stick of Ryle, and he's covered up on the corner and then hit into the boards by Hall. Hall with the only goal of the game for the Crusaders. Cannon retreating at center ice. Puck out of play. You couldn't ask for a better start to this game.
I did say it was going to be action-packed between 2 titans of the CCHL, and action has been packed. This is true. Yeah, with a $1:37 to go in the first period. Seems like the score is going to hold right now. Still, everything's coming up Brother Rice's way, except for maybe that last little part of the power play there.
They picked up their goalie in a big way. You could see the frustration with Stillo after he gave up that second goal. And he's played a little bit better, and the Crusaders have played a lot better since then.
All that positive momentum. They're still down a goal, though. Bennett's got to hang in there.
Not anymore! He scores! Pass in front, the broadcaster's jinx, and we're all tied at 2.
I am 2 for 2 on jinxing the Red Wings, and maybe Brother Rice is happy I'm doing it because just a phenomenal opportunity off the face-off there. We're going to take a look at the replay, but that looked pretty easy for Brother Rice to get down there and put one in the net.
He was wide open in front. Easy redirection goal. Edison's going to get credit with the goal. Got to know where you are at all times on defense. One thing you can't do is allow a man to be wide open in front of net and shoot on your goalie at point-blank range.
Maybe something to talk about in the locker room for Benet. Both of these goals came right off of a faceoff. That one was at center ice. The other one was right in front of Bennett's goal. But still, maybe something breaking down there. Something to consider going forward.
Here we go. Bennett's going to have to recover, and Stillo decides not to cover it up. As here comes Edison, who scored earlier. Shot wide. It's all Brother Rice the last 10 minutes. Remember, the last goal that Benet scored was a soft goal on a 1-on-3. So they haven't really done much offensively. They have 2 goals, but they only have 7 shots on goal to show for it.
They made the most out of their few opportunities. Brother Rice is the one kind of playing the Benet brand of hockey right now, just continuing to put that relentless pressure on, keep throwing pucks towards the net, seeing what's going to happen. I think Benet can settle back into their groove, do what they do best, and maybe get the shot differential a little bit more in their favor. But right now, Brother Rice is handing it to him.
I wonder how Ciesla will recover after that soft goal he gave up. Second one that he gave up, clearly not his fault. Wide open man in front, and Edison. Shot, and covered up, smothered up by Stillo. Not Stillo's game that he wants to remember. He's just 6 of 8, but All that matters is if he can lead his team to a victory.
His skaters came over to pick him up after that second goal, and it sure seems like whatever words they said have rung true with them. The skaters themselves are giving him quite the assistance now. They went down there and made this one more than a good hockey game.
Karams straight back and right into the glove of Stillo. By the way, the text line's open. Your favorite high school, college, or NHL memory, you can text 330-957-7653. Face-off coming up. It's going to be DiCosola. Esposito wins it. Esposito trying to get it back, and he'll play it himself. Now past center ice. Take it off the puck. Nice job by O'Rourke playing the body. Esposito trying to create havoc like he's done all season. He also scored 4 goals in the O'Grady Cup. That was that Thanksgiving tournament up in Wilmette. Out of play, and that'll do it for the period. Technically, if they wanted, they could have a face-off at 0.1 seconds, but I think they're just going to let this go into the intermission. Final thoughts, Andy, before we go to break?
Bit of everything in that first period there, Kyle. I think both teams are heavyweights, needless to say. They both came out swinging, and who's going to roll with the punches and make the statement in the second period before they have to go in the locker rooms between the second and third intermission?
So we'll take a 30-second break. More hockey action coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Second period about to start. I'm Kyle Smith alongside Andy Diedrich. From a 2-0 start for Benet to a 2-2 tie. That's the score. But in terms of the momentum, it's all Brother Rice. They've outshot them by 8 shots. And really after it was 2-0 Benet, it's been all Brother Rice ever since.
Yeah, Brother Rice needs to capitalize off this momentum because they looked dead in the water during those first couple minutes. A quick couple goals by Benet almost put them under. Seems like they really picked themselves up, and they want to make this trip all the way out here worth it. They want to be the one to come out here remaining undefeated.
It's just an even hockey game right now. Benet is 50% on faceoffs, as of course Brother Rice is. Face off, won by the Red Wings. Now over to the Crusaders. And it was off the stick of Ciesla. Both teams are high-flying offenses. Could be one of those 5-4, 6-5 games. We had a 6-5 game last night between Marmion and St. Rita. Offside was Brother Rice. They'll have to get back. Benet with it. Karras. Nice job looking up as Schlie will send it in to Hensel's stick. Now to Schlie. Schlie shoots off the stick and finds the netting out of play. And now it's 16-8 in terms of shots on goal.
I think the mentality for Benet is, like you said, you can't think about the fact that you were up 2-0 and then surrender 2 goals. If anything, it's tied again. It's a new hockey game, right? You're starting out, just consider it 0-0, you're starting out there. Can you play 2 solid periods of hockey to put yourself past this Brother Rice team who has everything coming up their way right now?
Hollweck. He wins the face-off. He tried to shoot after winning it. That time shot by Schlie. He fired it on net. Still able to get the save and answer. Now here comes Brother Rice, led by Edison, past the stick. O'Rourke, he sends it up past the stick of Weirs over to the point, and then off Ryle's stick near neutral ice. O'Rourke finding Rosenthal. He'll get it past the blue line with 2 Crusader skaters around him, and then over to the blue line. No one home in front to get that pass, and now past the center line. It's going to be hooking against Benet. Kind of a ticky-tack call, partner, but you know what? If that's a precedent the refs are going to set right now, both teams got to adjust.
Penalties might be the story of this one. I think remaining disciplined is going to be the key for neither of these potent offenses to blow this one wide open. Benet has struggled with the penalties. It's been a couple different people that end up in the box when they shouldn't. Right now, it's Cade Rosenthal taking a trip to the sin bin.
See if they actually call interference. I thought I saw him lead with the stick as that shot right off the faceoff. Ciesla couldn't cover it up. That time, I actually don't think there was a penalty, partner, because he did not lead with the stick, so it's clearly not slashing or hooking.
They did give him a hooking penalty, though, it looks like. CCHL, 5 stats.
At the last second, he pushed the stick upwards, but he was already starting to kind of fall down. Ticky-tack. That shot blocked. And Ryle was after it, but he couldn't handle it. Nice move. Esposito in front, in the crease, up in the air, trying to get the rebound. On his back, Ciesla somehow covered it up. Esposito, he's fun to watch, isn't he?
So quick with it. Kind of reminds me of some of the Benet skaters. We kind of see equivalencies between both of the teams. Some good sportsmanship over there. I think a couple Brother Rice skaters going to give Ciesla some props, making sure he's all right after falling, and like you always say, Kyle, standing on his head right there to prevent that from going in.
Way too many shots on goal, as Ciesla has no choice but to cover it up. He's now 18 of 20. Benet with just 9 shots on goal. That's not going to get it done. Face off. We'll say it was won by Benet, but they didn't get it as deep as they'd like. They do ice it. So this is the time, Benet, when you can ice it. Just don't when it's 5-on-5.
You think that's like written on the chalkboard in there, and they're all like, oh, yeah, okay.
Stolen away. Here comes DiCosola. Finding Ihde shot. Easy save for Stillo. Now he's 8 of 10. Past the blue line. With it right now is Wilczek off the boards. As Stillo out of his net. Feeds it over to Gaskin. As Gaskin's got Esposito. He'll skate with it himself, though. Gaskin trying to split through the D and does. The assistant captain. Backhanded pass. Out in front. Near the crease. Off the body. And it went off the body of Esposito. The other Esposito. Now out behind the net. This time it's James Esposito. To the blue line. He's offside. Oh, boy, how did they miss that part of the puck went past the blue line?
Betting on this possession, that might be a really big no call. I think Bennett's going to weather the storm fine. Only got 15 more seconds on the power play. Close one there, though.
Look, I know you don't want to make all the offsides call. Terrible decision. Shot wide. 5 seconds remaining on the power play. Wraparound. Esposito again out in the slot. That'll do it for the power play. Talk about hanging on to your chinny chin chin. Benet on that penalty kill. How many opportunities did Brother Rice have and didn't score?
Oh, I was holding my breath that entire time, Kyle. My goodness. Benet is, I mean, if they have to grasp at straws to not let up a goal here, that's great, but.
Another try.
Yeah, I couldn't even get the sentence out. We're back at it. Here we go.
If you're wondering why this team has scored at least 9 goals in 5 games, they're starting to show it. Shot wide. Now 22 shots on goal. They're just relentless. Out in the slot, Schlie steals, was off the stick of Boyer. And I know you only get 1 timeout in a game, Andy, but I think that Coach Schlie has to consider calling a timeout soon. They just look lost right now.
They're getting away from their identity. It doesn't seem like their brand of hockey, which I feel like they've sustained so well this year, seeing that they're undefeated in 11 games in the CCHL. They've gotten away from it a little bit. I think the pressure from Brother Rice was more than they expected.
Yeah, they are taking it to Benet right now. Out front, trying to redirect it in. It was fed to Weirs. Keep feeding him. He's hungry, and he almost scored. Not sure. Yeah, Benet touched it last. Stillo went to the bench. Another power play coming up for Brother Rice. I would be shocked if they don't score on this power play.
They have not broken through in the last 2 power plays, but they have scored twice already. And by what we saw at the closing seconds of that last power play for them, oh boy. The atmosphere in here has definitely shifted. I don't know if you felt that, but things are a lot more tense after that sequence we had right in front of Bennett's goal.
So I wonder if they're going to call cross-check on Rosenthal. He was in the box earlier, by the way.
Yeah, he did just have that hooking penalty a couple minutes ago.
Called him for roughing. Interesting. Very rarely you see a roughing call. Only time at the high school level what we've seen, Andy, roughing's usually when they're going after the puck in the crease and then they start pushing and shoving. They call roughing on Rosenthal.
Like you said before, the referees are making it known how they're going to call this game, and this might be the biggest call so far because this was going to put Benet, after getting out to a 2-0 lead, they're going to be facing their first deficit of the day.
Looks like O'Rourke might have a mouth guard issue or a chin strap issue. So it's not called on Rosenthal. He's back on the ice. Somebody else. It's going to be O'Rourke in the box. Shot! Whew. I don't know how he missed that. It was at point-blank range. Wilsack on the shot attempt. Meanwhile, Weir's out behind the net as he feeds it to Edison. Good news is no James Esposito on the ice right now. He's starting to become enemy number one in Woodridge.
You got to know where 77's at on the ice. Benet, though, here we go.
DiCosola. Both fighting for the puck, slow to get up. And now having to backtrack is Benet. Brother Rice sends it back into the zone. Benet will get a line change. Now Wilsack. A little bit quiet offensively today. Over to Gaskin. Stop and start move by Gaskin. Feeds it to a teammate in Weirs. Weirs, nice check that time by Stone. Puck loose of the crease. Stone. Stolen away. Back over to Gaskin. His shot. Trying to redirect it in. Weirs was there off the stick. Now out behind Ciesla to the corner. DiCosola had it. Back over to Beck. Beck with a nice stop and start move. Redwell and Poro trying to get it out. He can't. Now at the blue line. Still in deep. Shot. Ciesla. Good blocker save. 45 seconds remaining on the power play. Ciesla standing on his head this period. Another try. Pass. Wrap around. Ciesla. Did they score? Net falls off. No goal. How did they not score? Incredible.
I'm at a loss for words right now, Kyle. I mean, Ciesla's putting in the effort. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Benet defense, too. You kind of said it before. I think it was the best way to put it. By the hairs of their chinny chin chin are they still in this one. However, still 36 seconds down a man, though. Yikes.
Feels like a minute 36 with the way this Brother Rice power plays have been going.
Oh my goodness. I thought Benet put a lot of pressure on their opposing teams. This Brother Rice team is relentless.
Whew. 25 shots on goal.
Catch your breath, yeah. It's been a long sequence.
Bad news for Ciesla. We still got 11 minutes and 15 seconds of this.
You brought it up earlier, and I think it makes even more sense now. Using that one timeout you get a game that isn't always called. It's a long time till you get to go to the locker room and address your team all at once. Maybe you have a chance to do that now just for a quick minute and get some rest for the man in the net, right. Ben Ciesla.
Only issue is sometimes you need that timeout off the post. Another try in the crease, now in the slot, and able to get it away at least briefly was Ihde. This puck, Wilsack trying to tap it over to the captain. There's Esposito again. Esposito. Shot, save, no, he scored! James Esposito, now with his 13th goal of the season in the CCHL, and that might be the game winner.
It's funny the timing that he scored that. Right after the power play is technically over, Benet was still down a man. I forgot who it was skating off of Bennett's bench, but taking advantage of that man disadvantage. You saw it for yourself, folks. You saw the amount of shots they were getting there, the amount of pressure they were putting on this Benet defense. And who else but the usual suspect, one of the leading goal getters in the league, just does it again, James Esposito.
I don't know if Benet has anything left in the tank to recover. We'll see. They're only down a goal, but it feels like 3 goals right now.
Especially, it's actually amazing they're not down more when you look at the shots on goal differential. Usually Benet does this to other teams. Right now, Red Wings outshot by a margin of 25-10. It's not their brand of hockey. This is very unusual for this Benet team.
Brother Rice is here to stay. Meanwhile, backhanded shot wide past the crease. Backhanded. Hollweck trying to take him off the puck. Carson Stone with both of Bennett's goals. Now they're being outshot 26-10. Because of all the shots on goal, as here comes Brother Rice, 2-on-3, shot block. Nice job getting away that shot by DiCosola. But because there's so many shots on goal, Beck fires it wide. Ciesla's save percentage isn't that bad. It's 23 of 26 now. Over to the corner. Ciesla gave up one soft goal. The other is not really his fault. Could he have had the Esposito goal? Maybe, but very smart decision by Still. He saw that it wasn't touched past center ice, and he told his players, don't touch it. Icing, face-off coming up deep in Bennett's end. And one more Brother Rice goal might do it.
Ben Ciesla having quite a different occasion today than his teammates in Joel Koehn and Ava Christensen, who had, I'd say, pretty easy times this weekend. Ben Ciesla, though, is kind of getting all of the work he can give and then some.
Hensel will tap it in himself. Hensel, slapper wide. O'Rourke there to pinch up to make up for his roughing call. And then out of play it goes.
We didn't always get to talk about him, but Hensel today really showing out. I think he had a couple goal opportunities himself and has been a key part of both goals that Carson Stone's put in the net.
Schlie and Hollweck, the 2 assists for Bennett. James Esposito's brother, Jonathan, as well as Keegan Mackey, credited with the assists. To the trailer, stop and start, move by Edison, goes nowhere. Off the boards, it was off the stick of Boyer, now over to the center line. And here comes Brother Rice in their forecheck. Hall's shot, Ciesla read it all the way. Hall, backhander, one-timer, shot, Ciesla save. Loose near the crease, he'll cover it up. Brother Rice wants a call. Was it a late push, Andy? Yes. Is it worthy of a penalty? I don't think so.
And don't tell that to the fans in the stands right now. They are passionate about there being something there. The refs don't agree, but I think that's fair. There was certainly something going on there. We think we're going to take a look at the replay and exactly see what it was.
Was it egregious? So here we go. To the blue line, one-timer. I don't know. It looked like he just fell into the stick of O'Rourke. Rosenthal was there. They're both going after it. Here's the thing, partner. The refs also has to know how good Brother Rice offense is. If you give Brother Rice a power play, they're probably going to score, and that's going to do it for the game. Now, obviously, if Bennett cheated, they cheated, but I don't really think they cheated there.
I hope one of our mics picked that up.
Man, James Esposito's dad, he wants more out of his son.
He's the leading goal scorer in the league. Not good enough, sounds like, Mr. Esposito.
No days off. It's the Belichickian philosophy. I love when they won their last Super Bowl. At the parade, they did the chant, no days off. You remember that?
Yeah. See that rumor that Belichick might be returning to coaching for North Carolina?
Yeah, that would be a mistake.
They replaced one 70-year-old coach with another 70-year-old coach, Mac Brown to Belichick.
So is Mac Brown officially retired now?
Yeah, I know he's no longer the coach. I don't know if they retired him, or he retired, or they fired him. I'm actually not sure.
He did a pretty nice job in North Carolina.
Yeah, they're not a laughingstock. They're definitely a basketball school, but they compete.
They were in the ACC championship game the year before Trubisky started. They had that African-American quarterback. I can't remember his name. Remember they were in the ACC title game? I think they played Louisville or Clemson. It was Clemson.
It was probably Clemson.
That was the year that Clemson won the national title. It was the year before Trubisky started.
Mr. Trubisky, Bears legend. Cleveland, Ohio native. Shout out to Mr. Trubisky.
Go, 2-on-1, odd man rush. Esposito pass, backhanded. Did the net fall off? It did. And here's the thing, partner. This is something the refs have to look at. I'm not accusing Ciesla of anything, but the refs have to look at it. Did the goalie lean into the net before the shot? If he did, that's a penalty. You cannot push the net off on purpose.
From what I saw, it looked like he gave it a kick with his right shin guard when he was just trying to save that one, and successfully did. It's happened a couple times, though, so it's going to be something to watch out for. Hold on.
Esposito creating havoc. He wants a call. And look, Andy, I know you don't want to call stuff, but the more this happens, the worse it's going to get, especially at the high school level. Eventually, Bennett's going to have to pay the piper with another penalty kill. Out in front, shot wide. Trying to find Esposito. Backhanded. Ciesla again, just standing on his head. He is now 29 of 32. Make it 30 of 33.
Bennett's just not intercepting the passes and getting their stick on the puck like we've seen them. Brother Rice has their number in every single way. They look in sync on every level.
Dusek, pass, shot, off the crossbar. Bennett just hanging on for dear life.
It's amazing they aren't down more, Kyle, with some of these opportunities Brother Rice is able to get. And you can't even say they've squandered them. It's been great shots.
You got 30 between the pipes. You got a chance to win. 31 of 34. It's the Ben Ciesla show right now.
I know it's early, but star of the game, I think no matter how this one ends up, got to give it to Ben Ciesla for the effort.
I wouldn't be shocked if we see James Esposito play Division III or maybe even Division I hockey. He is fun to watch. Shot saved again, Ciesla. They're so creative, Brother Rice. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the center. As able to, here we go, pushing and shoving, no call. As Rosenthal and Gaskin getting caught up. Meanwhile, Ryle shot. Who touched it last, Bennett or Brother Rice? Meanwhile, Rosenthal, as well as Edison, were getting into it. This is a big-time power play. Who's going to be in the box? Rosenthal's in there.
Are we going to see Rosenthal go back to the box? It looks like he's in.
But Edison also being escorted to the sin bin, so it looks like it's going to stay 5-on-5. And obviously, I don't have the headset, so I can't hear what the captain is telling the ref, but I think that Mackey is telling the ref, look, man, we got to get this situated because it's starting to get bad. You got to call something, just call something. Otherwise, you know, it's going to become murder out here.
A lot of times this happens in these Bennett games when they play a CCHL team, but it doesn't happen until like late in the third when the frustrations are truly brewing and boiling over. But it's kind of been, since first puck drop, that energy and that attitude's been there for both squads.
Center ice, Mackey, the assistant captain, over. Taking off the puck well. Mackey trying to get it back. Up behind the net, Karras tied up, trying to win that battle. Board battle, that's won by Bennett this time. Cannon, nice pass right on the tape. Ryle, now over to his stick, and Ryle will not get it. Karras. It is all Crusaders right now. They're out shooting them by 23. Backhanded pass to Stone. Carson Stone with both of Bennett's goals. Loose puck, Ryle picking up the intensity. And then Karras with a huge hit. Karras has to avoid the box if at all possible. He leveled his opponent in Gaskin. Right now, Bennett has to understand the score. They're down by a goal. He's offside. My goodness gracious. Thank you.
That would have been egregious, yeah.
I know you don't want to call offside, but when it's that egregious, at least tell the players to get back onside, back to the other side of the blue line. Woo. You know, I never want to blame officials, but this is getting kind of bad.
Still over 20 minutes of hockey to go. Man, this is a tense atmosphere, Kyle. I'm nervous myself. I'm not even out there on the ice.
Wouldn't it be something that Bennett somehow won this game? Up behind the net, they still can. They're only down by a goal.
Out of any team in the CCHL, I think they have shown a lot of resilience and just so much growth from last year too, where they were in these type of situations last year and really just kind of looked dead in the water. Recently, though, they've been able to come back, make these games, and come out and win them entirely. So I like the growth that I've seen from Bennett this year. This would be a big game for them to prove their maturation.
It's going to be up to Stillo to maintain this 3-2 lead. Schlie out front, trying to find Schlie. Backhanded pass, no one there to retrieve it. Forwards it goes, now to neutral ice. Here comes Esposito again. Shot off the pad, then O'Rourke sends him to the boards. Ihde past his stick, trying to get it past the D. Loose puck, Ihde around it, as well as Pet. over to the boards. Wilczek was after it. Pass, he's open, he shoots, he scores! After all that, partner, we're all tied at 3. It's credited to Hudson Schlie, and when you need a goal, you go to the captain, right, partner?
The captain, the unsung leader of this team, has been so impressive. The reigning CCHL MVP, whatever you want to call him, you got to know where number 8's at on the ice if you are Brother Rice. I think they did a good job of defending him and all the different weapons this Benet offense has. But if you're going to let Schlie get that open, it's going to spell disaster for you in the long run.
How big was that shot that went off the crossbar? Huge. After all that, after all the shots on goal by Brother Rice, Benet is 1 goal away from possibly winning this hockey game.
They're being outshot by, scoreboard says they're being outshot by 22. It's 35-13. And the score is tied, Kyle. How does Benet keep doing this? How do they continue to keep themselves in these games?
You look at the facial expression of Devin Stillo. He's just silent. He's just frozen in time. Come on, guys. He's the best player in the CCHL. Please guard this guy.
Got to know where number 8's at. It's so very impressive. And you said this was going to be a treat, and I think we somehow undersold this game. This has been a lot of fun, and there's still so much more to come.
I thought that Benet would be a little bit better with the shots on goal. Ciesla is as advertised, and maybe even more. So we're wondering if that goal, here's Esposito again. Esposito shot, bad angle. Smart play by Esposito. We got beat on the play. Just shoot, maybe get a teammate to tap it in on the rebound. When you're forced with a tough angle like that, Hollweck going after it, shot wide. As Hollweck going after it with Mackey. Mackey slow to get up, shot block. Hollweck stick over to the corner. Stone trying to get it out. Tries to ice off the stick and then into the zone. Brother Rice getting new numbers. Nice hit on the corner by Mackey, and then he's trolling the boards. Hollweck is going to be called for either elbowing or boarding. Fans don't like it. They're yelling out both ways. Andy, I'll let you call it. To me, it looked like he got an elbow into the opponent.
Yeah, that needs to be called, and I think that's the correct call from the official there. There's a couple different hits that I think maybe could have had a penalty there, but that one was a no-doubter.
Silly penalty. They just got back into the game. Things were starting to go their way, and now you force Ciesla to make save after save again. The problem is two-parter. You know, we talked about, will Coach Schlie call a timeout? If you call it, that's it. You can't get it late in the game when you're down a man. You want to pull the goalie and talk about strategy. But here's the game right now, one would think. I mean, you don't think Bennett's going to score a fourth goal to tie it up, do you?
They have shown so much resilience, but the way Brother Rice has just weathered down the Benet defense and Ciesla in the net, I mean, like you said, I think whatever goal is scored next will probably be the last one, and that'll do it for this one.
Shot, Ciesla again, he'll have to cover it up. He looks so tired. I mean, we're not even in the third period yet. He's already 34 of 37. We're going to see 50-plus shots on goal, most likely, from the Crusaders.
I think he's just going to get back to the locker room and just lay there for a second.
Get the rest in. Yeah. Hockey's just one of those fabulous games. All 5 of your teammates are getting beat, but if you're the guy between the pipes, you can will them to a victory. Falling to the ice. No call that time. Here's Esposito again. Nice move. Esposito on the toe drag. He makes it look so easy, Andy. Why is that the case?
I think when you got it, you got it. And I mean, I don't even want to know the countless hours he's put in to have the moves like he does. Clearly, his dad is a huge fan of him. We heard him being vocal before. Whatever's going on in that Esposito family in terms of just, I don't know. I think he wakes up every day and
just 5 toe drags before he does homework.
Exactly, yeah. He started at a young age. Does make it look so effortless, though.
Shot, save, Ciesla, rebound! Rosenthal there on Esposito's stick. Out of the play it goes. Problem is, if you're a Benet fan, you still got 45 more seconds of this.
The Benet power plays are when they're down a man.
Bennett penalty kills.
Yeah, it just seems so long. It seemed, like you said, these 2 minutes starting to feel like 5 minutes, starting to feel like even longer. Brother Rice has them trying to get back, but hold on.
Oh, no.
What do we have here?
Rosenthal touched it last. He's getting closer to the box. Boarding. If Ciesla hangs on a 5-on-3 for 31 seconds and a 5-on-4 for 1:29. Oh, okay. So even though it looked like it was last touched by Bennett, it will be a 4-on-4. What a break for Bennett.
I also thought it was going to be a 5-on-3 opportunity for Brother Rice. The fact that it's not is Bennett's first, I believe their first opportunity to be on the power play themselves. They'll have about 1.5 minutes of it once we come back after the intermission. But still, oh God, every decision, every little thing in this game is so tense, Kyle. I don't know what to do with my hands.
The officials are definitely getting their money's worth
Yes.
today. That was such a big call. It goes from 5-on-3 to 4-on-4. Let's see, 19 has it. Did he grab Rosenthal by the head? I mean, if he did, it wasn't that big. Huge call.
After the other calls we've seen, I was very surprised to see that one be ruled the way it was. And I think there's some Brother Rice fans that would also agree with me in saying maybe they shouldn't be, maybe they should have a man in the box right now.
Schlie, he's got a chance! And just past his stick, it still just taps it away from him. In front, trying to find Stone. And that does it for 4-on-4, now 5-on-4. Advantage Bennett for 1:26. And that'll do it for the period. Don't go anywhere. We got 17 more minutes of this and possibly overtime. Partner, final thoughts before we go to the intermission report.
What a game, what a day. The Seven Bridges is packed out for fans of both teams, and the matchup is living up to the hype and then some, Kyle. I'm excited for this third period.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the intermission report here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome to the Intermission Report. I'm Kyle Smith alongside Andy Diedrich. 3-3 tie, but the more impressive thing about this, Benet is somehow tied against Brother Rice, even though they've been outshot by 23 shots.
It just shows the resilience of this Benet team. I still can't believe that. I think the margin and the difference of shot on goals, this never happens to Benet. Sometimes they get outshot, it's usually by a slim margin. 23 differential, and they're tied, and it's a good game, and they're still in it going into the third period. Mind-blowing stuff, and it's all thanks to Ben Ciesla's work in the net.
Yeah, they're without their head coach, too, Drew Tierney, picking up the slack for Andrew Schlie. Does that impact how many shots that Benet has given up versus not that many on goal? I don't know. But at the end of the day, all Benet needs to worry about is the score. You score one more goal than the other team, you somehow win this. Benjamin Ciesla has been absolutely fabulous today. He's 34 of 37.
Yeah, it's strength versus strength now in terms of the offensive end. We saw Hudson Schlie get a goal in there, finally get his name on the stat sheet. He has an assist as well. And, of course, the fabulous James Esposito for Brother Rice also with a couple moves has gotten his name in the sheet as well. Strength versus strength, power versus power. God, this is just such good hockey, Kyle.
I think Brother Rice has proved that they belong in the CCHL, and not just that they belong at the top of the CCHL. They might be the best team in the CCHL. We're going to find out who the best team is in Chicago Catholic League in the next 17 minutes. But they belong not just in the CCHL, but this is a Brother Rice team, like Benet, can make a run in the Blackhawk Cup.
Yeah, and I think both teams really, really want to stay undefeated. Adds even more fuel to the fire in this CCHL rivalry that we have going on here. And, man, the energy in here, it's so tense. Even I'm getting nervous.
Do you think this would be a different game? Would Brother Rice be blowing out Benet if this was at Brother Rice's home rink?
It would definitely be a different dynamic, absolutely. Blowing out, maybe not. I think this Benet team is tough in so many different ways that they can hang in with just about anybody that you throw at them. I do think the score would be a little different 3-3. Maybe Brother Rice might have a multi-goal lead going into this final period.
You know, we both said 4-3. After everything that's gone wrong for Benet, if Benet scores one goal and doesn't give up any, our prediction could be right.
Just like we drew it up, of course. We totally predicted that it was going to work out this way, right, Kyle?
I was kind of hoping that Benet would have maybe 20 shots on goal and Brother Rice 30 or less, but here we go. Benet with 14 shots on goal and Brother Rice with 37. We're going to take a break. Third period of action coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
period about to start. Don't go anywhere. Get your popcorn ready. It's a 3-3 tie. Benet is on the power play. Bad news is they've only got 14 shots on goal. Can they find a way to capitalize on this power play? Andy, it's crucial they do so, because when it's even strength, they just haven't gotten a lot of shots on goal on Stillo.
He did look demoralized after that third goal that Schlie put in to make this one a 3-3 game. I'm really not sure where the momentum is at between both these teams. It's gone back and forth. The pulse isn't really heading one way or the other. But Benet starting this one off on a power play. Things are pointing the Red Wings' way as of now.
If they don't score on this power play, what adjustments do they have to make the last 15 minutes of play? Because they got to find a way to at least score a goal or not give up any from Brother Rice.
I think they need to show a little bit more patience with the puck. I think we've seen a couple careless passes get intercepted by Brother Rice, and they're getting easy opportunities, controlling the time possession over Benet. Like, time possession, I mean, the shots speak for themselves. The actual time possession, though, is still all Brother Rice's favor. If Bennett's a little more patient, I know it's not really their status quo, because they like the aggression and pushing the pace. A bit more patience with the puck, I think, will pay dividends for them.
Guys to watch out for on this power play. Luca DiCosola, of his 7 goals in CCHL play, 4 of them were on the power play. James Cannon, he only has 4 goals on the season. 3 of them are on the power play, also with 3 goals. Thomas Dusek with 3. So we talk a lot about Hudson, Schlie, and Owen, Ryle. They're not as good on the power play. That's one of the reasons that Benet is 11-0. These sneaky guys, they sneak up on you and they score goals on the power play when the opponent doesn't expect them to. So we'll see. There is Hudson Schlie taking the face-off. 5-on-4 hockey for a minute 26. Devin Still has been good, not great. Ciesla has been absolutely spectacular.
Good all around, honestly. I think there's so many things both teams can learn from this game, but the one thing that we as fans can take away, these teams are really good, Kyle.
Sure are. Benet has to pick up the pace here, because once it gets to even strength, I don't know if they have enough answers on defense against Brother Rice.
They haven't yet today, and they have a fantastic defense. We've seen them pitch a couple shutouts this year at their home ice, but Brother Rice is just taking it to them.
It's not just Esposito. I know we've said his name a lot. I mean, Gaskin, Wilczek, the other guys are stepping up as well. Shot! He scores! Hudson Schlie scores his 2nd goal of the game. And the last 2 goals scored by Hudson Schlie. Absolute silence from the away crowd in Brother Rice.
Gotta know where Hudson Schlie's at in the ice, Kyle. I'm gonna say it time and time again just because it happens so often. He's so great at being where the puck necessarily isn't right now, but where it's going to be. He found that space on the right side when that man disadvantage for Brother Rice got him more open than he should have been. And what do you know? Benet is leading. It's being outshot by 22.
I believe this partner, we both said they were going to win 4-3, and it's actually 4-3.
We're not betting men, but hey, maybe we got a career in our futures outside of broadcasting, partner.
Might have to find some apartments in Vegas. That shot wide. It was wide open. He could have read a book how open it was. That's wide. Turnaround shot. There's Esposito. You might want to cover that guy if you want to win tonight if you're Benet. How big was that penalty that was called on the Crusaders? Huge. It went from 5-on-3 to 4-on-4, then a 5-on-4 for Benet, and scored the 5-on-4. Officiating matters in hockey.
Probably more so than any other sports, too. I mean, you see, that's the difference right now. The fact that Benet was able to have that power play instead of being down 2 men on the ice has them in the lead right now.
Was it the right call? Probably, but a little ticky-tack. Shot, saved by Still. Like to see him cover that up with the glove. It just went off his glove. Hit by Wilczek. Stone after it. He scored 2 goals in this game. Out in front. Man, Hudson Schlie, he wasn't great on Thursday and Saturday, but he's been great today. Loose puck in the crease. Sliding puck, trying to cover it up. And now decision time for this Brother Rice coaching staff. When do they decide to call a timeout? Because they look a little bit lost right now.
Yeah, it's swinging back in Bennett's favor. And Stello, he's holding on for dear life down there, the way he pounced on that puck. Like you said, was a little hesitant to freeze it in the last opportunity he had, but that time he was sprawled out for that one.
Here we go. That's wide, past the stick of Stone. So after it is Mackey. Schlie, shot, save, Stillo covers it up. I hope Hudson Schlee's been working on his conditioning because he's not going to be seeing the bench for the remainder of this game very often.
Bennett skaters are just so versatile in so many ways. I think just the athleticism we've seen from everybody top to bottom, and Hudson Schlee's at the forefront of it. But I think an athlete as good as him is still going to be pretty exhausted after the end of this one, don't you say?
I just think he's going to play at least 10 more minutes. This is a big game. It's for bragging rights, but also Blackhawk Cup standings in the CCHL. Winning the regular season title is important for Blackhawk Cup standings. This is a big game. Nice pass on target to Weirs. Now to the trailer. Pass. Couldn't get it on net. Try to feed it to Mackey. Here comes the Red Wings. Schlie with a breakaway. He shoots. Big time save by Stillo. I think Schlie overthought it a little bit. He had a step on the D. I would have liked to see him try to deke out the netminder.
Probably was a little confused on how he was so wide open. Again, Bennett's so good at stopping the offensive opportunity for their opponents and immediately getting an opportunity. Well, that was 2 passes in a couple seconds, and they were already down in front of the net. Just impressive stuff.
They have nice strides, right? When they break the puck out, one little circle, and they're back calling for the puck for a potential breakaway. Here we go. Dusek, such a pest around the net. At the corner, trying to tie him up as the Crusaders. It was 2-0 Bennett, then 3-2 Brother Rice, now 4-3 Bennett. Rosenthal over to DiCosola, taken off the puck by Cassell. He has had a quiet game today. Dusek near the linesman. Break through the D, loose puck, he shoots! Still a big time save, and Andy, I would have liked to still go all out on that play and try to cover the puck up. Just waited for the breakaway to happen, and I don't think he needed to do that.
Yeah, it didn't. Obviously, did not score a goal, so it worked out in the end. But scary situation there, and it's a good thing he caught that, was able to freeze it, because after that shot, Luca DiCosola was coming in hot for that rebound opportunity.
Sometimes as a goalie, you have to go all out, jump out to get that puck. I would have liked Stillo to do that, because you don't want to allow the opposition to have the 1-on-0 like that. Meanwhile, face-off won by Hollweck. Schlie after it. Like I said, nope, sorry, that's Ryle. Out in front, Stillo saved, loose. Net's off as he accidentally used his skate to kick that out. And Brother Rice will put new men on the ice. They've done everything they can to win this hockey game, but because of 30 between the pipes for the Red Wings, they're up by a goal.
Going back to Stillo maybe not being as aggressive as he should have been on that one save opportunity, you got to wonder if he's in his head, like, just doesn't want to be the one to make this game a 2-goal deficit and maybe get blown wide open by Bennett. Maybe a bit hesitant to do stuff like that.
Out at the blue line, calls for the puck, backhanded pass. It was set up well by Moonen. Now to the corner. This is the part of the game, Andrew, where both teams, lines 3 and 4, need to step up. Give your lines 1 and 2 a little bit of a rest. Because once we get to that 5-minute mark, it's just going to be lines 1 and 2 the rest of the game. Out to the corner. Schlie. Right on target to Stone. He looks for a man. He's got him. Saucer pass, trying to feed it over to Ryle. The freshman phenom trying to put the Crusaders away. Falling to the ice, I think that the Red Wings got away with a tripping. Meanwhile, Dusek in front, shot wide, one-timer chance, goes for naught. Now on the pinch is Karras, Wilczek. Now Karras all the way in deep. Karras trying to get the puck. Now here comes Brother Rice on the stick of Huber, right on target, but just a little bit too much on it. Wilczek can't get it. Now over to the boards, Edison after it. Edison's been brilliant on the faceoff today. Edison backhands it over as he'll cycle it behind the net. Karras after it as he's joined by Weirs. Weirs winning that battle. And then over to the corner. Ciesla, 35 of 38. Man, has he been good today. Over to Ryle. Ryle looks a little bit tired, waiting for a teammate. He'll just backhand it off the boards. Interesting decision there, Andy. I'd like for him to get it past the center line and then dump it in deep.
I think he's so good at that, too. Maybe the fatigue's coming into play like you mentioned, but that's Ryle's bread and butter right there. Interesting to see him kind of wait for some teammates and throw the puck across the ice.
He didn't get it as deep as he would have liked. Meanwhile, Pett, dangerous play shot! Oh, almost in the net, loose puck. What the heck was Alexander Pett thinking? He tried to pass it to his teammate in Stillo accidentally. Stillo just shaking his head. What's going on? Puck went off the side of the net, then bounced back into play, and almost a goal for Bennett.
Was he trying to get that pass behind the net for like a wraparound? Did he have a teammate over there? That's my only line of thinking, because that almost spelled absolute disaster for Brother Rice right there.
Woo! You cannot turn your head for a split second. Shot wide. You talk about constant action. That is the story of today's game. Alexander Pett, big mistake, but did not cost Brother Rice there. I think he just did a no-look pass. He was trying to get it back behind the net. Out in front, trying to find Petratos. Shot. Rosenthal covered up and smothered up well by Stillo. He's been good today, Andy, but the opposing netminder in Ciesla has been that much better.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. The Brother Rice goalie in Stillo, tremendous player. We talked about his stats earlier on the broadcast. Today has been phenomenal. It's just so hard to talk a lot about him when Ciesla's performance is one of the best we've seen all season.
Won by Esposito. What else do you expect? This guy's good at everything. Esposito calls for it. Esposito the move. Esposito, he shoots. Ciesla again. Stonewall Ciesla at his finest.
Stonewall Ciesla. I like that. Yeah. He bailed out his teammate Alex Karras there, who maybe got a little too aggressive in trying to steal that away from Esposito. Or, yeah, that was Esposito pushing the pace there. Really good job by Ciesla making up for it, though. Karras is going to do Alex Karras things, right? I like the aggression out of him, and I think he's got the right line of thinking. He's got to keep pushing the pace to put this one away. You don't want this to be a one-goal game going down to the final minutes.
Anytime you see a beautiful toe drag, 77's got the puck. 9 times out of 10. Nothing against Hudson Schlie, but some of these moves by Esposito, not even Schlie can master them.
Hudson Schlie, though, might have one thing to say to that. He'd say scoreboard.
How about this, Carter? 40 shots on goal now for the Crusaders. They just keep coming and coming. They're the Energizer Bunny of hockey.
Keeps going and going and going, yeah.
This offense.
40 shots and only 3 goals. Ben Ciesla, someone owes him a steak dinner, that's for sure.
Trying to find DiCosola. It's not going to be Longhorn Steakhouse. It's definitely going to be Cooper Hawk or... That shot, backhanded by Quinlan. Cooper's Hawk or Morton's.
Ruth Chris.
Off the stick of Stillo. Gaskin, he's been pretty quiet tonight. Esposito, he had an assist earlier. Big time hit delivered by O'Rourke. Made him pay, got to pass the blue line, and O'Rourke said, "You're not going any further."
That was nice. Cade even stood over him, too, to make his presence known.
Got to be careful, though. You don't want to be called for taunting. Meanwhile, here comes Esposito. Maybe not as good as his brother James, but he has some moves as well. Meanwhile, covered up by Ciesla. Well, if Ben's tired, he can't think about that right now. He's got to give his team 9 minutes and 32 more minutes of hockey action, because I don't think that Bennett's going to have another scoring opportunity the rest of this game.
Most likely not, no. Ben Ciesla's been tested every single way. That time, one of the few opportunities he's had to use the glove. I don't think he's flashed the leather much at all today.
Hensel taking off the puck well. Good job by Wilczek. Look, we talked a lot about Brother Rice's offense. There's a reason why they're 7-0. They have good people on defense at back check. Nice job by Wilczek there. Icing called. All right, decision time for Paul Manning, the head coach for Brother Rice. When do you pull Stillo? I think it would be with under 2 minutes to go. What would you do if you were head coach Paul Manning?
I would agree with that. Take the conservative approach on it. See how good your offense is normally. Don't necessarily need that extra guy because, again, you're still out shooting Bennett by 17. You've controlled the time of possession in your favor greatly. You can wait to do that a little bit unless Bennett really gets the momentum going or they put another puck in the net.
Break for Brother Rice, no icing. While Cassell after it, off the boards, and now past the blue line. DiCosola staying on his feet. Taking off the puck that time in Poro. Poro had that game winner on Thursday. Meanwhile, here comes McGuffich. Line change coming up for the Crusaders. Looked like they had this one in the bag, and then Hudson Schlie said, "Not so fast, my friend." Two-line pass, right on target. Hollweck shoots, just wide. Nice job by Stillo. What an excellent pass, though.
Right off the boards, directly to Hollweck. Bennett suddenly, something in the third period that the coaching staff said to them has invigorated them because they are in sync and they are not missing a beat at all.
Hollweck touched it, no icing. You know, we talk about it being 40-24 in terms of shots on goal. It was once 37-14, so the adjustments have been made by the Red Wings. To the end line, Stone, loose puck. Stillo can't cover it up. Karras backhanded to Stone. Karras will have to backtrack. Karras got to avoid that box, buddy. Cannot afford to be in the box for both teams.
He's done great today. He stayed disciplined. Benet, this entire third period, clean sheet so far. Knock on wood, that stays the case.
Esposito, got to know where he is at all times. He's tired, he'll get off the ice. Stone, stolen away, here comes Hall. Shot, bad save again. 38-41 for Ciesla. At the corner. Avoid the trip, falls to the ice. Dangerous play by Owen. Ryle, he got beat on the play and he was tugging at that shin and was almost a tripping call.
Yeah, that might show some of the youth of Owen Ryle. He's the freshman phenom, which is great because you get 4 years of him. Same time, maybe he doesn't have all the experience and hasn't seen everything yet. So maybe potential costly mistake. No dice though, so Brother Rice is not going to break.
Yeah, when you're up 6-3, I don't mind it. When you're up 4-3 and you've been outshot 42-25, I don't want you going into the box for tripping. And I'm pretty sure your netminder would agree with me. Let's not make Benjamin Ciesla's job that much harder.
It's been hard enough today, has it not?
Schlie, here he goes, 1-on-2. Schlie. And wisely just dumps it in, otherwise it would have been offside. Ihde out behind the net. There's Stone. Up, that's Hensel. Down the corner off the boards. Nice job keeping it in by Schlie. Turnaround shot, very wide. Bounces off the corner. Hensel to the point man. Uh-oh, here we go. 2-on-1. Odd man rush for the Crusaders. Shot, save, rebound, try. He's... No signal yet. How did that not go in? No goal. What a break for the Red Wings. Not a good decision to pass the puck. It was a bad pitch, led to a 2-on-1, and somehow Brother Rice didn't score.
Yeah, they made O'Rourke, who was skating back for Benet, make a decision there, and I think O'Rourke made the correct one in attacking the skater with the puck there. Getting that opportunity right in front of Ciesla, though, I don't know how that doesn't go in. Let's take a look.
It somehow went over the net. The rebound was there, but somehow the trajectory of the puck went over the crossbar. It went against the law of physics, it seemed like. I don't even think Isaac Newton could explain what happened there.
As of right now, it looks like the hockey gods may be Red Wing fans.
Might be, man. Brother Rice did everything right. Shot, rebound, somehow the puck went over the top of the net. You know, when you're 40 of 43, Andy, sometimes as a goalie you deserve breaks like that.
Yeah.
Shot, Quinlan. Good job getting in the way of that shot by Gaskin. Somehow Benet can win this hockey game. I can't explain it, but the hockey gods are going Bennett's way thus far. Wilczek gets it in the zone. Look, if Brother Rice loses this hockey game, they have nothing to be ashamed of. They played an excellent hockey.
It's the old adage, like, great defense, better offense, whatever you want to call it. It's unfortunate that one of these teams has to lose, right? They've been so tremendous today, all season. I want both teams to walk away undefeated. Fortunately, it's not how sport of hockey works, but whoever wins this game is going to make a statement in the CCHL that this is their conference that they're running.
I think we're going to see these teams again in the Kennedy Cup.
If we thought this atmosphere was tense, imagine that. Back at Seven Bridges for a Kennedy Cup game between these two squads. Oh boy.
The way it's going, Brother Rice would most likely be the 2 seed. We still got a long way to go. St. Ignatius has something to say about that. And maybe Fenwick. But Brother Rice isn't unbeatable. They only beat Fenwick by 1 goal. That was a 4-3 victory for Brother Rice. Out of play near Chris, our camera guy. Chris, he just stayed pat, didn't try to duck or anything, man. He's like a hockey player himself. He's just going to block that puck and get back onto his job.
Yeah, that was pretty cool from Chris. He was unfazed, and that puck was not traveling slow. It was some speed behind that thing.
Well, if Brother Rice is going to win, you think it's going to be Esposito to get that game-tying goal as here comes Beck. Don't be surprised if it's the other Esposito, Gaskin, or Wilczek to tie this one up. Oh boy, the hand goes up. Touches the head, hit to the head. And it's most likely going to be a power play coming up for Brother Rice.
Let's see who's going to skate over to the box for Benet. I'm not sure who actually hit him.
Right now, it looks like O'Rourke. He was in the box earlier for roughing. I think if I'm head coach James Tierney, I'd call a timeout.
It's a consideration right now. Looks like he's got his whole team over there, minus Ciesla. There's definitely something being discussed over there on the Benet bench.
Here's the decision, too, partner. If your head coach Paul Manning, you're down a goal, you got an electric offense. I get it. Tierney's not going to call the timeout here. Well, it's too late now. But out of that timeout in play, would you have considered sending Stillo to the bench and for the next 4:52 or at least the next 2 minutes, having 6-on-4 hockey to try to tie this one up?
I don't think it's the worst idea. You have to get something going because although the game has still gone your way for offensive opportunities, right now, Bennett's just taking it to him, and here's a great way to stick it out there and ice it for Benet.
Because you got to remember, too, let's say you don't score on this power play. You only have maybe 50 seconds of even strength before you have to consider pulling Stillo anyways. But they're not going to pull him yet. Saucer pass to one of the assistant captains in front. Loose puck in the slot.
It's a good point you bring up. I wonder if that scenario for this Brother Rice coaching staff, it'd be a lot different if we were towards the end of the year, maybe in the Kennedy Cup, one of those, like a must-win. You know, this has been a tense game, and it means a lot, but it is just a regular season game in December, after all. I guess maybe that's the thinking behind not being aggressive on this power play.
The other thing, too, the offense has been so good. Do you really want to risk giving up an empty netter goal, even though you'd have a 2-man advantage? That's a play that time by Wilczek. That's the blue line. Wilczek shot goes high. Caroms off the boards onto a stick of Gaskin. Backhanded pass in the slot. Over to Esposito. Shot. Block out behind Ciesla. Trying to get it out. There's Hensel with it. Falling to the ice. Nothing called. Replay on. Find a guy in front. Esposito called for it. Just past the stick. Edison tried to find him. Now Esposito out in front at the point. Now near the slot. Right in front of Ciesla. He'll cover it up. Quick whistle by the nearest official. Make that now 44 shots on goal. 26 seconds remaining on the power play. Both teams have a timeout left. Can't ask more from Ciesla than going 41 of 44.
Yeah, earlier it was all him for just being able to get in front of these shots, but I think the Benet defense has picked up the slack a little bit and has given him some help. Again, 44 shots and saving 41 of them is hard either way, but I think this third period has looked a lot better for the Benet defensive unit.
Ooh, it was wide open. Was Weirs just past his stick. Weirs on his forehand. 14 seconds remaining on the power play. Out of the corner. Picking it up is Edison. Point, lost it, that'll do it for the power play. Half step on the D, chance for DiCosola, he shoots. Loose puck. Stillo somehow maintains his 5-hell greatly, and it's still 4-3.
Poor Stillo, man, he's just had to face so much. It's been all at once, right? Benet is still getting outshot, of course, but the shots that he's had to face have been tough. A couple breakaway opportunities that he has no help from. And of course, you know, Brother Rice gets back into this one, scores 3 unanswered, only for Benet to come back and put 2 in the net. So just a tough day mentally for Stillo. I think he's hanging in there and still being tremendous as best he can.
Make that now 22 of 26 for Stillo. Not bad. You also got to consider what the box score doesn't tell you. I mean, a lot of these saves were breakaway saves.
There needs to be a statistic that like quantifies how difficult or impressive a save was.
Yeah, I mean, if you go on NHL.com, what they'll have are big save opportunities or tough saves, you know, divided by how many save opportunities you had.
there's always a litmus test. Does it make the Sports Center top 10 or not?
You know, I guess the analogy to make, you know how they have Football Outsiders and Pro Football Focus? They have that for NHL.com too. Like, you could be 24 of 25, but if everything was at a bad angle and your teammates are blocking shots, yeah, it's 24-25, but it's a lot different than 15 of 17, but you had 5 saves on breakaways.
Yeah, well said. There's more than just the number on the scoreboard that goes into the goalieing we've seen today.
You know, I remember the game where Aaron Rodgers threw 6 touchdowns in a game, and he didn't have a perfect passer rating. Well, you know, he did have 10 incompletions, but he threw 6 touchdown passes.
I think that's a good day at the office, yeah.
I think I'll take that over 5 incompletions but 1 touchdown pass. Meanwhile, Stillo is out of his crease. I think you got to do it now. It's deep in the territory of Benet. They wait. Does Manning and the Crusaders? How much longer will they wait?
Maybe right at 2 minutes.
There it is, 2 minutes now. Stillo a little bit deeper out of his crease, and now he's definitely going to go to the bench as it'll be a face-off deep in their own end. And we'll see if Manning calls a timeout here. Timeout, Manning. We'll stick with the action. What do you think he's going to draw up here off this face-off?
You have a man advantage. The power play's been kind to you. You got to get it in the hands of Esposito, do you not? He's been tremendous. He makes offensive opportunities out of nothing every single time. Something out of nothing. And you need a guy like that with the puck in his possession. So whether it's something that you've done time and time again, you're trying to catch this Benet team off guard with it. Regardless, Esposito's going to have the puck in his possession.
Appreciate everybody watching. We will check the text line. Final reminder, it's 330-957-7653. There's Andy's
I'm
hand.
here too.
Sorry, I guess I was being a sellout. I didn't introduce you.
No, you look great, man. I would be on camera as much as I could if I was you.
You're this handsome. You gotta bring it back to the world, right? You know.
You're a treasure. Everybody should bask in it. What am I saying?
What was it that Uncle Ben said? With great power comes great responsibility. I have this power of handsomeness, and now I have the responsibility to bring it back to the masses for them to appreciate.
I hope somebody didn't just turn the game on and hear that as the first thing we're talking about, and they go, "What the heck are these guys on about?"
How about this for Ciesla? 42 of 45.
That number's going to go up too. Both of them are. Most likely, because he's got 2 minutes where they're going to have to face a man advantage unless Benet goes down, puts one in the empty net, and this one might be signed, sealed, and delivered. I don't know. The tense is 2 minutes all day, and it's been tense enough as it is.
Wilczek, the extra man. Face-off from Edison. Who else? He's been great today. Face-off won by Benet. Both teams have to avoid the box at all costs in front. Good point. Esposito. Now Wilczek bounces it off the boards. 1:40 to go now. Wilczek pinches, retreating to help him out is Esposito. Out of the zone it goes. Icing called against Benet. Remember, Coach Tierney still has a timeout left.
Seems like he's content with letting him play right now. I do think that's the right call. I'm sure he had a lot to discuss during the timeout, of course, that was just called by Brother Rice, but you know, there's only so much you can do when there's 2 minutes left and you need just a couple stops to put a bow on this one.
Nice block shot. It looked like it was going to be practically a point-blank range shot by Edison, and Benet taking one for the team to get in the way of it. Esposito, shot blocked again. That's Cannon out of the zone, but it will be icing against the Red Wings, and will Tierney call a timeout now? Showing of it yet. Remember, he was forced into action. I mean, everybody knows you have a timeout, but, well, everybody but Matt Eberflus.
He's gone, yay.
Wouldn't that be something if the guy they hired is worse than Matt Eberflus?
That's an impressive feat in itself.
Shot it wide. Shot attempt, shot! Somehow didn't score! And Benet wants a penalty. It might have been a hit to the head. And it was delivered by Keegan Mackey. That shot wide as Dusek cherry-picked again. We'll watch it on replay. That's a big no call Because if they had called a penalty on Brother Rice, that means that the faceoff would have been deep in Brother Rice's end, and they probably would have had to put Stillo back in net.
Who else but Esposito to try and take this faceoff and get a miracle game-tying goal here for Brother Rice?
One guy that can do it is Esposito. Pass, this should do it. Shoots! Oh, it goes wide! How did that happen, Andy? Brother Rice still has life. Past the blue line, Wilsack. Two Benet defenders around him. He feeds it to the trailer and Mackey. Back to neutral ice. Brother Rice running out of time. Esposito, saucer pass. On target, but he lost it. He was trying to get it to Weirs. They got a hustle, partner. 15 seconds left. To the center line. No icing. We play on. DiCosola at the corner. And a very nice decision to just tie himself up at the corner. 5 seconds left. Make it 4. And we'll have a face-off at 3.6. Tierney still has a timeout, but I think he's going to keep it in his back pocket.
If he didn't call it before with how well it's been going, empty netter, man. Hopefully he doesn't ruin this Benet day, though. But if they can 3.6 more seconds, and they will stay undefeated in the CCHL while getting outshot by probably, arguably, the second-best team in the CCHL by 20 shots. Well, hold on a second.
Uh-oh. Now, Tierney's got to call a timeout now because Hudson Schlie's in the box. No call yet. Schlie in the box for 3.6 seconds. Face-off, Esposito. Think he can win it. Esposito, it's won by Hollweck. 1 second left, turnaround shot. Benet hangs on! What a game, Andy. They were outshot by 19. They were outshot 22-7 in the second period. But after all that, because number 30 was the starting goalie, they win by a goal.
I'm going to quote Al Davis in this one. It doesn't matter how you do it, just win, baby. What a show Benet put on. Well, both teams, but Benet specifically in front of their home fans. Well, we were treated to one today. We somehow undersold how awesome this matchup would be, Kyle.
How about this? Nathan Wilsack, 10 shots, 6 on goal. Jack Edison, 10 shots, 6 on goal. James Esposito, 12 shots, 10 on goal. And it just wasn't enough. Why, you might ask? Because of number 30 between the pipes.
Got to be player of the game, right? You can talk about so many different players that were key contributors in both teams. But this game doesn't end the way it does without 30 in the net for Benet Academy.
I'll let you call, partner. Who are your 3 stars of the game, brought to you by Recruitlings?
If I could do Ben Ciesla at all 3, I would. Kidding, of course. Ben Ciesla, I'm going to put as well, number 1, number 3, however we're going to do it.
The number 1 star of the game.
Got to give it to Hudson Schlie. He was the game-winning goal he scored. That was early in this third period. He put that in there, yeah. And I will give the third one. Carson Stone kicked off the scoring for us very early today.
Over James Esposito.
Yeah, you do have to give it to Esposito. That's a good point. I mean, he was tremendous. He had a goal and an assist, I believe, Esposito did.
And Carson Stone had 2 goals. Mind you, the second goal was a garbage goal.
A goal's a goal. It goes in the stat book all the same. It worked out in the end. Yeah, so many. Can we do like 5 stars of the game? I feel like there's so many guys we can award and give props to.
It was an amazing game. Credit to James Esposito as one of the Espositos, talking it over with the Benet players. Love the sportsmanship. Both teams deserve to win this hockey game. In my opinion, Brother Rice deserved it more. But you know what? When you face a goalie like Ciesla, sometimes the goalie beats all 5 of your teammates.
It's not. They don't ask how, Kyle. They ask how many. And Benet had 1 more today, and he wasn't the best looking way they did it. But a win is a win after all.
Win is a win. Isn't that right? Okay, post-game interview coming up next, brought to you by Recruitlings. You're watching Benet against Brother Rice here on the Recruitlings YouTube channel.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Recruitlings. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the Recruitlings player of the game, James Cannon. A 4-3 well-fought win for Benet Academy as they're still undefeated in the CCHL. James, you knew coming in what this game was going to be. It was a battle. They outshot you by 19 shots, but the good news is you have Ben Ciesla between the pipes to help you guys out.
You know, Ben played great today. They outshot us 3-1 going into the third, so just kind of let stuff happen again. But Ben played great.
Did you guys feel you were going to win the game when they gave up that penalty late in the second period, and then Hudson Schlie, the captain, was there to give you guys the game-winning goal?
Yeah, no, it was big. Going into intermission, we know we needed a goal. It was good to get that one 30 seconds in, and then being up one, we had to play defensively from there.
What did James Tierney and this coaching staff tell you on the bench after James Esposito, what seemed to be the game-winning goal, made it 3-2?
Just told us we got to lock down more. We can't pinch as much, and then we got to take block shots at the point. They had a lot of good opportunities just moving in, and then rebounds too, so we had to clear the front of the net.
Really interesting last couple of games. Danny Quinlan with 2 goals yesterday. You guys scored 4 goals, but only 2 of them contributed on the box score. 2 from Carson Stone and 2 from Hudson Schlie. Does that matter to you at all, as you can win games in a lot of different ways?
No, it's good for them. Huddy getting 2 and Carson getting 2. Everyone on this team contributes. Everyone gets points, so just a matter who gets them today, and it was Huddy and Carson for today.
Brother Rice was excellent today. Are we going to see this team, you guys, against them in the Kennedy Cup Finals?
I don't know. If they make it, I know we will, so it depends if they see us there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really excellent game today. Well fought by both teams. Final thoughts about the win?
Not the greatest game. A lot of shots on net, but, we got this week in practice to work on it, and we'll go from there.
That's James Cannon, and our post-game wrap-up is coming up next.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
How's it going, everybody? Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich. This is the post-game wrap-up brought to you by Recruitlings. It doesn't matter that Benet got outshot. They won the hockey game. They're still undefeated, but they have some things to work on in practice as well.
There's a lot that's going to be discussed during film study, but for now, remaining undefeated and playing that amazing Brother Rice team and coming out with a victory, I think they could deserve a little time to enjoy this one.
I think Brother Rice also is here to stay, so St. Ignatius, Fenwick, everybody that watched today's broadcast, that's a Brother Rice team that's not going anywhere.
No, yeah, I think anybody that tuned in realizes that these are two titans of the CCHL, and like you said, you added St. Ignatius and Fenwick, starting to kind of come out of the woodwork on who's going to be competing for the Kennedy Cup title soon.
Take your pick. Who's the best player in the CCHL, James Esposito or Hudson Schlie? You can't go wrong either way, but Hudson Schlie was the better player today with 2 goals.
Yeah, and that's not knocking Esposito whatsoever. Schlie just was so impressive and came at the right time to put that one in the power play to seal the deal in the third period in this one.
Devin Stillo, we were wondering if that soft goal he gave up to make it 2-0 Benet looked like it cost them. They lost by a goal today.
Mentally, it was tough for Stillo today because he weathered the storm of Benet striking first. His team got him back into it. It's just so frustrating to see your team get so many shots on goal and then not breaking through. I guess that's a credit to Ben Ciesla, of course, in the net for Benet.
And as good as Ciesla was, we have to be fair. We talked about the soft goal that Stillo gave up. It was a 2-0 game at one point for Benet, and things changed. That soft goal that Ciesla gave up, and then after that, Brother Rice scored 2 more unanswered goals, and it looked like they were on their way to a blowout victory.
Yeah, Cecil's got a lot of experience under his belt. I'm sure he's probably his own biggest critic. He definitely wants those back. Even though they came out with the win, he knows he can be better, which is hard to say because it's hard to be better than what he was today. So, yeah, Ben Ciesla in the net for Benet, and, I mean, they are on the path to success, and who knows, big things even beyond the Kennedy Cup.
Yeah, they did beat St. Ignatius twice in very interesting ways to beat St. Ignatius in those both games. They beat Brother Rice. Got to remember, they have to go on the road to Chicago, and they did win today, but it was at home on the Olympic ice. A lot of these teams, they play on the NHL ice. We'll see what happens, but I am intrigued to see if Benet can beat this Brother Rice team in Chicago. I'm a little bit reluctant to say they can because Brother Rice probably should have won this game. They outshot him 45-26, but like you said, Andy, just win, baby, and that's what Benet did.
I'm going to be a little ambitious here. What if Benet just doesn't lose? Could they
Knock
run
on
the
wood.
table in the CCHL? Knocking on wood for you Red Wing fans. I'm not going to jinx you again. Think they got it in them?
There's a couple of teams that could beat them. Fenwick, St. Ignatius, and the team they play today I think is the best team that they have played thus far. And I'm intrigued to see what Benet can do in Chicago at Southwest Ice Arena. Not the best lighting at Southwest Ice Arena. So, I mean, we'll see. But a 4-3 victory for Benet. They have a week off and then back a week before Christmas. We'll be back here. I think it's December 21st.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That they'll be playing. Ohio State might have a game that day. They'll either play on the 20th or the 21st. And final thoughts, partner, a nice win for Benet, but Brother Rice probably should have won this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams can walk away with their heads held high in this one. It was great hockey by both teams from the first puck drop until that final buzzer. And for the Benet fans and team, get some rest. It was a busy weekend of hockey for you. You came out undefeated. maybe go take a nap. You deserve it.
Ben Ciesla, you deserve a steak dinner from all of your teammates as well as a nice bubble bath victory formation for you.
Someone take number 30 to Morton's and get him a big T-bone or something. The guy deserves it. The whole team, though. Just really impressive stuff, and I'm just glad I got to be in attendance.
Yeah, I mean, there was a reason we had James Cannon in the post-game show. Nice block shots from him. He does the dirty work to make sure that not a lot of shots go at Ciesla, although there were a lot today, 45.
Yeah.
But there could have been 50. There could have been 60 if not for Cannon and Hollweck and everybody's efforts. But for everybody that watched, we do appreciate you. And so for Andy Diedrich and Chris Angela, I'm Kyle Smith. Signing off today. We'll see you in a couple weeks. But for now, please drive home safely.
Push that button, Kyle. See ya.
Thank you.